Okay, good afternoon everyone. Alright, today we are going to read, good morning, sorry everyone. Today we are going to read page 56 of the student book. So please open your student books to page 56. Alright, the topic is sorting rocks. Alright, take a highlighter. Alright. Okay, classifying rocks by the way they look. So sorting rocks means separating them or sorting them out according to the way they look. What's this boring old box of rocks, Uncle Umar? They're in a bit of a mess, Uncle. Boring? Each of these rocks has its own unique story to tell. That is, if you know how to read them. When I was a geologist, now highlight the word geologist. Geologist is a person who studies rocks, okay? I gathered these rocks from all over the world. Okay, but they all look the same. Why don't you two sort them out? Alright, so what to do? Ali and Laila looked very carefully at the collection of rocks. Ali realized that they were all quite different. Look carefully at your rocks. Think how to group them. Look at the color or the texture of the surfaces. Look closely through a magnifying glass or a hand lens. Is each one made of more than one material? Now, what you need, a selection of rocks and a hand lens or a magnifying glass. Now, I know it's a bit difficult to go out and look for rocks. So, once things are okay, then maybe we can collect some rocks and we can look at them. But in the meanwhile, if any of you have rocks at home, means maybe if you have a garden inside your house or something and there are rocks, you could probably pick up a few and look at your rocks, okay, and see whether they are the same or they are different in any way. What to check? Now try it yourself. How can you group your rocks? Are they any odd ones out? Some rocks must be bigger than the others. Does this really matter? Why? Now, this one has pink crystals in it. Wow, this one looks like it's made out of seashells. Now remember, sedimentary rocks are made from bits and pieces of other materials. So sometimes in the rocks you can see bits of, shining, or you can see bits of other materials, okay? What did you find? Uncle Omar told Laila and Ali to name the name of each rock. They sorted their rocks into 3 groups like that. So they've got group 1, group 2 and group 3. They have granite. Group 1 has granite, basalt and sandstone. Group 2 has limestone and chalk. And group 3 has marble, quartzite and gneiss. Now Laila and Ali then looked up at the rocks in a geology book. They decided to move one rock in another group. Which rock do you think they moved and why? What heading should they give to each of their groups? The children made a branching key to help identify their samples. Here's part of the branching key. Now, in this table, there is one rock that has been placed in the wrong group. So it has to be moved. Now, you will do the same thing in your workbook. So when we do it in the workbook, then we will see which rock needs to be moved from the group to another group, okay? Now, can you do better? Make a branching key similar to Laila and Ali's to identify your rocks. Now predict. Uncle Omar appeared with an old cardboard box. I've found a few more for you, he said. Will these fit into your groups too? Explain how the children will decide which groups the mystery rocks belong to. Now at the bottom here, they have done a branching key. If you look at the bottom, you have something called a branching key. So it's like, does the rock have large crystals? That's the first question. If it is yes, then second question is the rock pink or red? And if the answer is no, does the rock have many small crystals? So that's the way you can do the branching key, by finding out first what the rock is, answer yes or no, then again yes and no. So this is called a branching key. Alright, this is what it is called. So you can see how they have separated the rock and then how they have found out the names or the type of rocks that they have. Okay? Alright, so that's the thing for today. Alright,